ever see what happened to you. He gonna dot them defenders up. He told me left. No, he ain't told me left. He played me good this year. Huh. I couldn't tell you. Oh, okay. All right. Well, hey, say something. Back in the gym. Yeah, I feel, I feel lucky. I hope Puck, I hope Puck, I hope Puck bust that tight end spleen. Yeah, you know what everybody say. Nah, he ain't all been nothing. He come to the line that he running. He running that whole stop. Come on, B Soxx. Is he training the people for real? B Soxx said B Soxx said he doing this training at 5:10. It's 5:15. There he is. Come on, baby. I know it don't take that long to do no training. Yeah, watch Vert. You know you ain't got nothing to watch over here.
We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover,
It'll probably do you
Maryland.
better watching
Today we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Washington Commanders.
According to Head.
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from FedEx Field. And this will go as a touchback.
How many carries y'all
things at the 25.
Think I'm finna throw this buns interception.
This could be the turning point. Let's go.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
He shot.
It shows you right there. He can do more than just cover in the
told
secondary
you,
from
dude,
that free safety position.
He just do too much with it.
Significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa.
Man, come on, man! This quarterback is fucking terrible.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off, and the Panthers are going to take.
And this dude wide fucking open. Wide open.
And now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their own
Cornerback, I mean, receiver not even trying to go for the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Following the interception, Mayfield toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense. It's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Allen Lazard, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
All right, probably throw my last pass of the day.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Robinson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brandon Smith, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a 42-yard punt. They'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road. And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Carolina. Another impressive drive. So they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them. And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Robinson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Mayfield on play action. Got a man, that's Lazard. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 27-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. A first down throw for Mayfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
With his height, that's exactly where you want to put it for him. But even that throw was a little tall to connect for the touchdown.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Play fake. Mayfield. Quick slant complete to Howard. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14-0 Panthers.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more on that one and another first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
McCaffrey is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. So he had the nice run to get him down there, was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're... Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point.
After return to midfield, I just wish we could open up the heads of the offensive and defensive coordinators because right now the wheels have to be spinning because things just changed. Offensive playbook just opens up, and now on defense, do you play aggressively or do you lay back a little bit to try and calm things down?
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw here into the hands of Moore. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Throwing, Mayfield. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 3rd down, Mayfield. That pass complete to Moore. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. Again, he finds Moore. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Howard. Touchdown, Panthers. O.J. Howard. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers continue to pull away here in this first half. Well, he is such a matchup nightmare down near the goal line, CD, and another example right there on that play for the touchdown.
It's borderline impossible to defend this guy because that kind of size, he can still get out and run a crisp route, and he has excellent hands. Even if you stick with him, all the quarterback has to do is lob it up, and he can win almost any jump ball.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch taken here at the 5-yard line. Huh, interesting. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Robinson with another carry.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So instead of 4th down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Robinson up the middle. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were two things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
To a target on the ground.
Hand off now to Robinson. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But Washington looked to get this one back, and indeed they did. They will still have possession. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
Just a spot.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Into a sea of defenders have intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. His throw incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 11 yards to the Panther first down. Mayfield looks to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. Alan Lazard with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. On the give, here's Robinson. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. Robinson on a give right side. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Washington Commanders.
They'll run here with Robinson. To the 43, second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the run, it's Robinson. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Robinson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Leonard Floyd. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's got a man. It's his fullback. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up second down. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, it's Blake. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Blake, and he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Blake, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Robinson. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. He'll drop to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. They'll drop to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Hurry! Real. Hey, I'm 33.
First down, Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
He's going to look deep for more, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up.
How many yards
they want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mayfield with it once more. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. Touchdown, Carolina! Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Panthers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. In motion comes the tight end left. A give left side to Robinson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. They run. Robinson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 124 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Blake. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
He will push his way down to about the 14. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because
stretch
remember, he's got to snap the
7
ball
yards
play in motion.
from the line of
Sometimes
scrimmage.
you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Moore, the man in motion. 2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. To throw, Mayfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's pretty evident that any blowout isn't going to be big enough for them. They're already up 7 full touchdowns, and it's still not stopping them from throwing it deep downfield, taking their shots, trying to add more points.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
On third down, Robinson. And some space here. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Back to Robinson now on first down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here, because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Robinson with another carry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? They'll run for it with Robinson. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
His first career touchdown pass, and yeah, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he's going to be out of bounds.
There go
right
the Z
at
spot.
midfield. Well, the lead late in the fourth, but Mayfield's going to throw it. To the right side, and he's got more complete. He's got room at the 30. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. At this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's got it reincarnated right here. We're watching.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that.
And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line. And I don't know that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth, it doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. It doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Again, McCaffrey. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was true.